Here's an example of why you never want to try to hip fire, tap firing a bot's face shield. So it's better just to ADS against bots. So here we notice an enemy in the front of building B. We're trying to flank around this way, see that the stairs. Turns out they entered the corridor. My teammate engages them, so I decide to move to do a flank. So first I confirm that there is definitely no one close. And then after that, I move to do the flank. Here's an example of where you do not want to grenade. So throwing against this wall is just going to bounce back down towards you. Here I make the call to push, but as you can see here, teamwork coordination, the communication, the timing of the call, it was not optimal. And the result is, well, I arrive here, right, I get this one person, but then my teammates are not here already to get the crossfire, and that's why this goes wrong here. One of us survives here, though with better coordination, the timing of the pushes, we'd be able to ensure all of us lived in this situation, or most likely only lose one at most. To coordinate push, it takes the IGL to make the call, and then everyone to be ready to react fast, so that just takes practice and preparation. Here is a solo armory match. I spawn over this side, I'm moving into gas station. As I approach, I start to hear footsteps from the other side. I become suspicious because there's so many. And you see there's a bot over there. I didn't get any voice line when I threw the grenade that popped, so I'm even more suspicious. So I throw all my grenades. I know it's definitely a squad now. So, I take the information, and I wait. They're not throwing grenades. Right now, that's my best option. I hold angle, wait for them to peek. It takes a few seconds, so they do peek. Except I missed my shots there because my peek was a bit too close to the wall and I went prone. So I moved to the right side, check that no one's sneaking over this way. Now they know I'm here. If I don't push, they know my exact location. So I can push and take control of it because they're in a bit of chaos right now. So I see where the footsteps are. I try and peek here. They're not peeking me. I move to the right side. Hear more of this way. I think I can peek them here. I see him there. So I peek him. There's nothing. Yeah, I can't stand still. I gotta keep moving. Move back this side. Catch one. He didn't stay with his team. Push over this way. Trying to push them. He's not here. I noticed someone coming behind me. This one's not letting me, so I just suddenly change. I jump this one. Now, I had good aim there. He had good aim, but his weapon was better and his aim was just better. So it just came down to mechanical. Here is the death replay. That played out. So it's pushing. It's like at his teammate. As you can see here, I keep going. Trying to get to the up one. As soon as it doesn't seem like that, so I turn around and surprise him. But then just lose some mechanical movement. Okay, this is another match. I'm pushing into the armory. I start by hitting the switch here and here to confuse the enemies, make sure they're not sure where I am. I have heard someone go inside tank, and so I start sneaking around that way to try and catch one of them off guard. And sure enough, they didn't close the door, so I get to enter here for free. They have no idea I'm here. I catch one of them off guard. They won't expect me to be here. I get one. Now at this point, I could have pushed them, except if I push towards them, well, they're going to expect that. If there's a squad, they're going to be waiting for me. And I don't know where they are. So the best option here is just to retreat. I've eliminated one. I've got an advantage. Now I can pull back. And reposition. So I rotate back around. So I listen here for a while. I hear a bunch of bots in the middle. So I notice no players here. I hear fighting on the left side. So I know someone's going in that way. I knew just the team that came around from my side. The tank entrance. So I decided to sneak around that way, see if I can catch that team off guard, because that's my best option. I could push in here, but I'm likely to encounter the bots. I could go all the way back around to tank, but they're probably expecting that I might have one watching that side. As I move, I watch the left side because I did hear shots towards barn direction, so there could be enemies there. Now that I'm closer, I start to scope in, just in case someone's watching this way, defending the back, so I don't walk around the corner sneaking without being able to see them. Now looking towards here, I see something to my left, and sure enough, it's a player. So, I've got a free kill out. Now, I push this way. Because there's someone really close, I have an advantage right now. Except... well, I don't see anyone in these rooms. I jump over here, I'm not sure if that was a player or a bot. But either way, I back off because there could be a full team there. I do check this side room, make sure there's no one in this area that I could get an easy kill on. And after that, then I fall back because it's the best play now. And I can do another rotation and surprise them. I hear them fighting the bots a lot, so I think at this point, it was cleared out enough. That's why I came in this way, not tank entrance, because they're not going to expect it. So as you can see, I entered from this door. I check, there's not players really close to confirm it's bots. I throw a frag to distract the bots, and if there's any player, I run around the right side to avoid all the bots. And if there's anyone holding tank, they're not going to expect me to come from here. So I got good advantage going this way. Now I flank around the right side here because I know there's most likely enemies in the end corridor, those rooms there. I scope in and be careful as I move, just in case there's some enemy watching this way. I don't want to take too long, and also, yeah, I get shot at by a bot, so it's like, there's no point in sneaking. Now I just need to get out of here. So I push forward, keep checking the angles in case there's some enemy around here. I hear movement over here. So I'm just trying to get information, testing, checking the angles, seeing where they are, if they react to any of my movements. So far it's all clear. Go back around to the left side. Peek here, I start to hear movement. I hear even more movement, it sounds like it's going out, so I peek again. And sure enough, there we go. I get one here. So I reposition. I fall back, change the angle. Move around the right side. I'm pretty sure it's leave one, so at this point I just push. I know whatever footsteps are. Checking that there's no one camping in these rooms as I go. I hear him pushing, so I push. And then just mechanically, I win there. Now, what happens here? So I heal up a bit. I need to grab some heals from him and a weapon, I believe, because it's low on ammo. So after this, I start looting. I'm very careful because there could always be more enemies. I heard someone outside before, so I definitely noticed someone else. But even though I didn't hear that, there could be. So I gotta be very careful when looting. Make sure there's no one sneaking in. I hear some bots at the stairs, so I push to clear the bots. Now this is a big mistake. You never want to push those stair areas with two bots on it because, as you can see here in the death replay. Now if you watch what this bot does, there was two bots here. He moves forward, and then from here, as you can see, he has a perfect angle to be able to shoot me as I'm shooting the other bots. So you never want to peek that. That's a terrible peek. Here's another armory match. I'm pushing this spawn near the, just back there. I'm pushing in. I forgot to check this left side. I see something moving. Oh, there's a player not looking at me. I got one. I thought there might be players there, but I realized it's bots, so stop. The second one. So mechanically, these players were quite weak. So I made a bad decision there. I should have checked. There was no one there. I need to be careful. Approaching there, right? Now looting, trying to get some better weapon because I didn't have much ammo. I hear someone approach here, so I prepare to engage this enemy. I pre-fire a bit more. Start to push in case to prevent his teammates from joining up with him. I peek here and I run out of ammo. And I do a quick score, but the ammo's not sufficient even though I did hit him. So the mistake here was, if you watch the death replay, so the mistake I made was I over pre-fired, I ran out of ammo. When you have limited ammo capacity, you only want to shoot when you're on the target. You can guarantee that it's enough. You can see here, I do a quick scope him, but the ammo was not sufficient. Now, I tried to do a different rotation the next match to avoid running into the team down the left and try and peek them from the top of this area, but I think you can't do it from this spawn, only the one this enemy's at, because I come along here and you see this enemy new. Now, here's an example why sneaking doesn't really help you in fights. So I sneak up, I get one, but now I've got to deal with the second enemy. So I push, Now this, you could argue I could have seen in the bush better, but really, in most situations, and here's another example, I heard shots in the distance and this team set up very well. They had 2 camping by stables to see if anyone would push towards the trading post. Expecting the GADC X50 and get surprised and lost due to weapons mechanically. So the conclusion there is, as I did in the first WRAITH fight, once you get one advantage, if you just try and push and there's multiple enemies, you're going to lose. You have to play it slower and then reposition and get another advantage, especially if you're solo. So if you spawn near barn, there is a spawn on this other side around 300 at the edge there, because I was watching for the bot and I got shot by an enemy from this way. I'll move back in case it's going to throw grenades, I'm not sure. So I'll wait here for a bit. Peek here, see if I can see anything. I heard the enemy firing some bots in this movement approach, so I thought this was the player, but actually it wasn't. So now I've revealed my location again, so I push forward this time. I grab out of a mag, I reload, reset. Now peek here, try and see if the enemy is peeking. I don't see anything. It seems like he's not peeking, playing more passive. So I have 2 choices here. I could wait a long time and see if the enemy shows up, or I can push. It doesn't seem like a very strong team because they would push, so I decided to push the enemy, and sure enough, we're strafing, and that snapped to the target. I eliminated the enemy. I pushed through there, cleared, looted, no one else showed up. I cleared the area, made sure there wasn't anyone else camping directly nearby. So after that I moved towards the armory bunker. I'm sneaking in. The spot reveals my location, so I push straight in. Clear the general area. No one's really close. Heal up. Which I think was a mistake, because I lost valuable time here. Now push forward because they're going to just position. You know, charge at this end of the bunker, this edge area, which is not a good position. It's easy to grenade there. So I push forward, trying to spot where they are. I hear movement. I think this is a player, but actually it's a bot. So the mistake here I made was I peeked multiple times, and I overpeaked. I went to shoot a bot. I knew there was players in here because I heard shots earlier. So this comes down to map knowledge and being aware of all the angles that can be. And you never want to overpeak when you have unclear information. And you don't want to peek a bot, definitely. So I spawned over here. I'm moving towards the red door to check if there's any enemies in loading area. I push forward. I don't hear anything, but the bot reveals my location. I move forward here to try and position in a spot to camp them. So I'm figuring out where would be a good position, so I'm testing out the open storage area. This position here is great to camp this side of the map, however, along the edge there, the enemies can sneak past, so I decided to reposition since it's not optimal to camp that team. This position here seems better, except when you look along the right side, they could sneak along the edge there and you would never notice. So I reposition again. About right here, since we had to cover everything that you can see it all. Like the edge to the left and to the right side here, no one can get past, except, well, there's a lot of bots here, so they're definitely going to know I'm here. As you can see, these bots start firing. I push back because they haven't showed up. It seems like they're just not a good team. They're just camping this long. Now, as I'm clearing this bot here, there's lots of bots everywhere. I cleared a bot. Reload. Now moving forward to clear the rest of the map. I hear some suppressed shots, so I know they're there. They know my position. So I made the mistake of moving forward here. At this point, I should have just repositioned back and just waited for them. I push forward, I clear the area, trying to see where they are. Move to the left side because it seems to be over this way. He's here. I lose due to gear and mechanic there. And as I'm running left, well, he repeats again and gets easy shots. And as you see here on the death replay, if I had held that position there, I probably would have got grenaded. I move forward, I shoot him. He was actually holding a grenade. And I try and run to the right and easily die. So what I should have done there is repeat, and you can't try and run to cover, you'll just die. So when it comes to farm map rotations, you cannot move around too much. You have to be very slow and wait for the enemy team and get a perfect opportunity, because if you just push, you're likely to walk into a trap, because the enemy team, if they know what they're doing, are just going to wait. If you move around, everyone's going to know where you are because there's so many bots everywhere. So this right here, here's a corporate ops game. There's not much to say here besides mechanics, aim, and then the gear problem and numbers. So I eventually had to get this player. So eventually I get the player, except there's still a bot on the heels and fighting that. And then there is an SKS Cobra that shoots me from the left side. So there's not much to say here besides gear. Yeah, here it just comes down to gear. And that's just Cobra Top, how Cobra Op is. So for Cobra Ops, I didn't really make much mistake here. It's more so just comes down to gear, and that's how Cobra Ops is. Thank you for watching.